My name is Elijah Stuckey, and I am the newly executive director. So the TSN is organized exclusively as a community-based grassroots organization working to support the transgender, non-binary, intersex, gender non-conforming, and gender ethnic minority communities, as well as their direct families, tribal relations, and kinship systems. Basically, we really want to help gender diverse people in this area because they're more likely to be experiencing homelessness, they're more likely to be experiencing discrimination, they're more likely having huge problems with healthcare, and need more support in this area. So we were born out of a need for that. I think the coolest one right now is that we do the microgrant program.
My name is Artemis. I am the resource dispatcher for the Willamette Trans Support Network. That means I connect community members with resource agencies in the community, as well as connecting resource agencies with our community. We have a microgrant program that provides funds for document changes, for gender affirming procedures, for rent, for groceries and gas. That's one of our biggest requests right now is groceries and gas because of just skyrocketing costs of everything. And rent, of course, because so many community members who are on the verge of homelessness, and we've been able to help prevent that for some folks.
We've raised $90,000 even before we got grants and things, just from community folks helping us to be able to give microgrants out to the community. If someone needs their name changed, if someone needs their gender changed at the DMV or whatever entity, and it costs money, we can help them with that money, basically. Also, the name change process itself, or the gender change process with the court, there's some fees that are applied there, and we can help with those as well. The main thing that has always been the TSN is support groups. We started with one support group initially for everybody, and now we're about to have 5, which is wild. There's the main TSN group. We have a trans masculine support group now. We have a non-binary meetup. This month will be our Cutie BIPOC first ever support group meeting, which is super cool and exciting.
My name is Xander. My pronouns are he, they, and I am the queer, trans, intersex, Black, Indigenous, people of color support group facilitator for the Willamette Trans Support Network. Yeah, so my role as the QTI BIPOC facilitator is to host a once a month support group. Right now we're meeting online and we're going to transition to hybrid soon, which will be exciting. In that role, it's my job to be knowledgeable about and be able to share information about different resources for the people of color who are also queer and trans in our community, and as well create a safe space for them to like build community with each other.
And then we are in the works of getting a trans femme group set up as well. And then eventually, when we actually have the ability and have people, we really want to do a trans youth group too.
We are starting some education programs as well with some grants that we just got. So I'll be starting a program on queer financial education and doing some harm reduction work as well.
We're helping with community health education, so going to providers and giving them education about how to be better. There's been many experiences with trans people, especially in rural areas where they're not treated as well, even though Oregon is considered, a pretty progressive state. We have a list of providers in this area that a group that we're a part of worked on vetting so that folks know if they go to this provider, like, they're going to have a better experience. We're getting more into community health education. We're also working with Benton County Public Health Department right now and helping them with their community health improvement plan. We have representatives on that with these committees so that we're making sure that, like, a trans voice or a gender diverse voice is in this process. We're actually going to get some data that actually represents who we are, which is pretty great. I'm pretty stoked about it. We also just got a new grant to do reproductive health microgrants also. So we'll be able to help folks if they have any needs related to reproductive health care. So someone needs postpartum care, someone needs, if they lost their baby and they need help, afterwards, because depression often comes after that. Whatever is related to reproductive care, we're going to be able to provide some micro grants for that as well, which is pretty cool. A bunch of the grants that we've gotten want us to do community assessments too, and so we'll have a lot more data on our community, be able to provide and say like, hey, this is the things that we need and you're not providing this, or whatever it is. We'll have more data because people listen to data in this country. So we can say, hey, this is a need and this is the data that says so, then money usually comes with that. So that's pretty great.
I would love for everyone in the Willamette Valley to know that the TSN is here to support all members of our community. We definitely prioritize serving the trans and gender diverse community because we have been so underserved for so long, but we're also here for everyone because when trans and gender diverse folks are supported and have their needs met, everyone ultimately wins because it's a world where people of all genders can be accepted and welcomed and can thrive. I went a long time without realizing that I would be a member of this community, so I am so glad that it exists so that when people need us, that we're here.
And there's more stuff coming in the future, which I'm excited about.